Hello, boys. How are you?
Good.
Good.
How's
And yourself?
So good. Now that I'm talking to you guys, because everybody's obsessed with Henry Danger. So we want the tea. Um, so I have a couple individual questions. So we'll start with you, Sean. Obviously, you've been around the Henry Danger universe for quite some time, and well, both of you. But do you have a secret or story time from either the show or filming the movie that you never told the internet about Henry Danger?
I mean, probably. I don't know what I can tell. That's the thing. So I'll safely say right now, no. I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think if there's any like fun stories that we have. But I mean, a lot of it is reflected in the project. A lot of it, like you see us having fun, and a lot of it is there. Like there might have been like a small outtake or something fun that we did that got cut, but a lot of that energy and a lot of that stuff that we do is there present in the current film in the project.
Yeah. Michael, do you have one that you could maybe a story time with Sean?
well, with Sean in particular. No, Sean and I did not have a lot of scenes together until later on.
Yeah, towards the
Uh,
end.
Towards the end when he found out about the man cave and stuff. So it took a while. Riel and I had a lot of scenes together early on because she was the first one to find out about the man cave, right? But I'll give you a fun fact that not many people know, if that's of interest. Uh,
Definitely.
when I first auditioned for Henry Danger, I auditioned for the role of Dr. Mignac. So
Oh,
that
wow.
that role went to Mike Ostrowski. And I knew that I wasn't going to get it. You know how I knew I wasn't going to get it? Because
How?
I knew Ben Giroux had been cast in the pilot as the toddler, and I'm like, they're not going to make all their villains short guys. They're just not. And they cast
Right.
Mike Ostrowski, who's like 8'3" or something crazy. He's super tall. Not even. He's like six something. He's like, he's super super tall. So you know. But then they had me audition for Schwaz, and I got that obviously. But I was first called in for Dr. Mignac, and that's how they called me back for Schwaz.
Yeah. Well, that is a fun fact. I feel like people will love to know that. People love the tea like that. Sean, do you have or a very popular question that we got from fans was if you could play any other character besides the character that you do play, which one would you choose?
Oh, playing Captain Man would be amazing. I mean, Cooper already does a fantastic job, and we were actually talking about this. I think or maybe I say a couple months ago. Time flies, but I think when we were doing the movie, it's funny to watch Ray Manchester's progression of going from like this irresponsible superhero, but then he brings in a sidekick and like he's a good mentor for the most part, but he almost basically raises a younger version of himself. So you see this slow progression of like every episode, Ray kind of becomes more and more immature, and the script kind of flips. Whereas like in season one, Ray is supposed to be like again, he's a flawed character, but he's supposed to be the kind of the mentor to Henry. Towards the end of it, it's all the kids trying to just keep a leash on Ray because Ray is just like the biggest man child. And like they used to write Cooper some of the funniest stuff. And Cooper is extremely talented. I mean, he basically kind of grew up in that kind of SNL era, and he just has all of these like quick kind of quips, and he'll go right into it, and he just is amazing with some of the stuff that he does. I mean, the amount of times where it's like we would all try not to laugh, or we would laugh in the middle of like rehearsing, just because like the stuff they gave Cooper and the way Cooper did it was phenomenal. So being able to play that kind of irresponsible superhero is definitely something very fun to me.
Yeah. A lot of the TikTok comments, obviously you guys are completely viral over the entire app, was about how funny that the script was for the movie. So what you're saying about it being funny is true. And then for each of you, either of you can start, but what would you say when you read the movie script, what one were you most excited to film?
I was excited about all the different versions of Schwaz that I got to play, not just Schwaz, but I got to play, him in these different parallel universes. And that just opened up a whole bunch of creative options that, you don't normally get as an actor. So it was like playing three different characters, really, but all grounded in Schwaz. Totally
Yeah.
Yeah.
different. completely different accents, and I love doing accents, so it was really fun.
Yep. I don't know if I could say it was a select scene. Honestly, for me, I was super excited for the fight sequences because, I got told, I
Mhm.
was like, hey, we want you guys to do it. We're going to try and have as much as possible. We can have you. Obviously, if time, there's some restraints, we'll have some stunt guys. If there's something that's really, really dangerous, we'll have some stunt guys. But for the most part, we would love to do as much as possible with you. And, they're like, we're going to do some training. So, like, the very first 2 weeks that we were there in Vancouver before even shooting was all stunt training and all doing the fight sequences and stuff like that. So like that was very cool for me, and I was super excited. I mean, I took that super super hardcore. I mean, I was in the gym like every day. I was like, I'm getting ready, I'm practicing. We're gonna do these fight scenes, we're gonna nail them, and we're gonna have fun with them.
Yeah, that's fun. Michael, do you have a favorite invention from the show?
Favorite invention? Well, there was there was some stuff that we stole from some villains. Like, there was a time machine, which was really fun. And then there was one where we sucked Riel up into this vacuum cleaner. And there was like, that kind of thing where you just kind of make people disappear. And there was like a bunch of stuff like that that were just really cool and fun and not like necessarily even violent, just weird. So yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that so much. And then Sean, what do you think and why do you think Henry Danger has been beloved by so many fans for so many years?
I think it's been our bond, our kind of like family that we have. I honestly think it truly is what translates to the screen, and I think it's what's kept us going for so long. I mean, you hear so many shows that have drama and stuff like this, and this person couldn't work with that. But I feel like for the majority of all of Henry Danger, I mean, we've had our problems here and there, but like at the end of the day, we all love doing it. We all have fun doing it. We all crack jokes and we have a blast. And I think that's what translates over onto the screen. Like I was actually just showing some friends like the old clip of "Let's hit the showers," woo, that clip. And like that was something that we just were screwing around with and we came up with. And they're like, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna throw it in there, and we just made it wacky and wild. And like when we were shooting that, we really just had fun with it. And I think that's what really, I think that translates well because you can tell we're having fun
Yeah,
with it. And if we're having fun with it, I think watching it, it's always fun to watch people have fun. You can tell when they're
yeah,
enjoying it, and you can tell when they're not enjoying it.
yeah, definitely. And then last one would be for both of you. Obviously, a lot of everyone's obsessed with the movie. Congratulations again on that. But do you think that there could be another movie eventually or a spin-off series maybe? Because everyone wants to know now that because it's like kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I think that, things are as good as the stories they offer. It's you don't just do something because let's just keep writing this. You do it because, hey, there's more to mine here. There's more to offer. There's more we can give the fans. And as long as that's the case, then I'm like, yeah, there's room for that. Let's do that. Let's explore that. And I think there is, especially with bringing in Missy, and looking at Sean's new role, Jasper's new role in terms of being a crime fighter, and there's a lot of potential there. So I'd love to see what happens with that.
Yeah, if there's a story to be told, we'll tell it.
Yeah. And then are you guys on TikTok? Have you seen all the stuff?
I haven't seen it, but I'm on
Yeah.
TikTok. You know, TikTok crashed for
Yeah.
a couple of days, so
Yeah, we're getting back to it. You need to go through and look at everything because there's some thirst traps of you guys. There's some good memes, so you need to jump back on there.
Oh
yeah.
boy,
Thanks for letting us.
I'm gonna doom scroll for the rest of the night now.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.